All right, boys, and as you guys can see, 2008 Florida has made the Rose Bowl against Auburn. Now, we did play Auburn earlier in the year, and honestly, it was a hell game. This is going to be also Cam Newton's Auburn, so I want to say that's 2010. 99% sure that is 2010. As you guys can see, we are the #1 overall seed going into this. Now, quickly, I am going to show you guys the CFP bracket right here, and this is the final 8 currently. As you guys can actually see at the top of the bracket, Oregon has already won. That would be our 3rd time playing Oregon this year if we were to somehow win. Bottom half of the bracket, it's looking like it's Alabama or Ohio State versus Texas A&M in the semifinals. But first, we do have to play Auburn. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at their roster. All right, boys, and as you guys can see, this roster is headlined by Cam Newton, probably one of the best Heisman winners ever. Going through the rest of this roster, honestly, I don't really recognize some of these people. I feel like I recognize the name Michael Dyer. He has Darius Slayton. Good chance that this is a legend, by the way. You do get 1 legend on offense and defense, so good chance that that is his legend. Offensively, oh, I feel like I recognize, no, that's not the same guy I thought it was. So gonna be anybody else here that I recognize. This is kind of before my time. D Ford, pretty sure that would, actually, I don't know, D Ford could have played there at one point or another. He does have Nick Fairley. That is actually a name I do recognize right there at a 99 overall. I know he played for the Lions for a long period of time. Outside of that, Carlos Rogers, I feel like I also recognize that name. I think he was on the 49ers for a period of time, assuming that's the same Carlos Rogers I'm thinking of. Oh, Nico Thorpe, that guy actually played on the Seahawks for a little bit. Do recognize him. But yeah, outside of that, I don't really recognize a ton of these players. That being said, though, boys, this is going to be a hell game. First time I am ever playing in the Rose Bowl in college football 25, so this should be a good one. All right, boys, it is Rose Bowl time. This is exciting, honestly. I think the Rose Bowl is probably the most notable of all the bowl games. I can't really think of anything else. He is actually kicking short right there. Kind of lame. I kind of wanted to get off with an electric start with Jeff Debs, but sadly for us, he did just essentially give us really good field position. All right, starting this game off on offense, we are just going to start with a simple run here. Just no fumble by Rainey. All right, and honestly, I am kind of having flashbacks of when Oregon played what was it when Oregon played OSU this year, right? Oregon obviously won, Oregon won earlier in the year, and then they got blown out in the Rose Bowl. Obviously, we won earlier in this year in a very good game, and I really don't want to get blown out in this game. He is running the loop here on defense, one of the better overall defenses. We're gonna have to check down right there just to Percy, one of our best players throughout this dynasty. All right, good defense by him. We're gonna have to take off with Tebow right here. Try to make something shake, just get down. One thing about these early games too is we've been off to some slow starts this year. I would say that I've been off to probably more slow starts in this dynasty than I really have in like anything before. I feel like our first drive always just, and it's in like a negative way, whether it's like a pick, fumble, 4 and out, whatever it may be. So getting 7 here just to set the tone would be big time. All right, we're gonna take off with Tebow again. Just pick up a couple of yards. All right, Aaron Hernandez over the middle. Just get the ball out quick there. And this is where I feel good. I do feel like our red zone offense is good. Ooh, all right, we're going to go turbo right here. I do like running turbo down in this area of the field, just especially when most of our plays are run plays. It's very easy just to get the ball off quickly, and wow, as I say that, he had a really good quick on right there. Oh, Chris Davis. If that's the Chris Davis I think it is, by the way. I obviously know who that Chris Davis is. You're like, man, if you watch football in the early 2000s and you do not know who Chris Davis is, you do not watch college football in the early 2000s. Oh, that being said, he had a really good defensive play there. I have to tip my cap every once in a while. He could not have had really much better of a defensive play. And right there, honestly, man, just collapses the pocket, and we are just going to have to settle for 3 on our first drive. All right, on defense for the first time this game. Maybe I actually had a big hit right there too. He is in this, it's called Y off trips nasty, if I'm not mistaken. Big thing about this offense, has a really good RPO in it. So I gotta be mindful of that too. Right there, hits his whip route. Ooh, good hit stick though. Good defense, good rally, boys. All right, boys, and I did say that I thought he was gonna hurry up a lot. First 3 plays, he was just not hurrying up. A little bit surprising to me, honestly, as that is a book, man, into double coverage. All right, sending some pressure at him. I need the pressure to get home. Just a good play there. Good tackles. Wow, and there it is. See, that's what I remember from the last time playing him. So he basically just went instantly hurry up right there. Just threw his RPO flat. He's going to go back to it here. At least I know that for the future, just to be a little bit more prepared for it. So there he goes. Man, I moved my hard flat out there too. I thought I was in a good spot for it, but I was not in a good spot for that whatsoever. Tackles. One thing that I will say, boys, too, don't know how much I'm going to talk throughout this video. Obviously, it is playoff time, too. Playing some really good people now. You know, we're at the point where everybody in this is really good, as he does end up taking off there with Cam. He gets down. Good play right there. Obviously, when we're talking about competitive pro tournaments, it's a little bit different for me. I want to make sure that you guys are getting good insight, as right there, he does run with Cam there. All right, so we're fine. So 3rd and goal from the 4. He's going to go turbo. So what I'm actually going to do right here, I'm taking a timeout. I basically just don't want him to get like a free playoff right there. And I want to have the perfect defense set up. You know, we're on a 3rd and goal from the 4 here. I'm going to come out with my goal line defense here. And yeah, it's just, we're going to rock this defense. We're going to just, hopefully this is going to work. Right there, we do have our spy pressure. All right, we should have held him to 3 right there. All right, and as you guys can see, boys, he is being held to 3 right here. Honestly, just 2 bad red zone possessions by us. I think we both actually had a lot of success on offense. It being 3-3, I think both of us are probably going to be disappointed at. One of us should probably believe that we should have got 7 in that sequence. But outside of that, you just got to live with it, make the next play. Oh my God, we have a touchdown. Percy, come on, Percy. You're 99 speed. Percy, come on, Percy! Good stuff, Percy. Man, I saw off the snap that safety just came straight down, by the way. When I saw that safety come down, I just didn't think that he was going to be able to roll his cover 3 fast enough. Easy 7 for us right there. Real quick, boys, if you guys are a Madden or a CFB player and want to have more fun on the game and win more, throw touchdowns like these, and then also bag the most annoying of offenses, make sure you guys check out civil.gg, where I just dropped my tournament winning CFB 25 scheme. We recently did a survey that said 99.2% of players that sign up win more games. Make sure you guys use code DCROFT to save you 30% off at the checkout. Link is in the top of the description, and you'll get instant access to all of the schemes on the website. He has adjusted some things offensively. Now, right there, nothing, again, really open, sure hands. That's one of those 50-50 ones. I know he has sure hands right at his slot spot, but, you know, I feel like I need those to be broken up. All right, one of the things about this formation, too, is if the tight end is triangle or Y, that means it's the RPO, and then if it's vice versa, it is not the RPO. It's right there. Oh, wow. That's like the second one he's had this game. Now, to be fair, he hasn't really made many bad reads. I am just in a cover 3 show here. Nothing really open. KO. Big time KO by Joe Hayden. All right, he's motioning his running back over. Not exactly sure what this is. I am going to blitz him, though. That doesn't really change anything. We are blitzing him here. Good post route. Can we get the KO? And we can't. Oh my God, that's a huge KO. Back-to-back platinum knockouts, making a game-changing play in this game. Oh, Rainey? Go Rainey. Oh, Rainey. I need you to get that little speed boost there, kid. All right, back in the high red zone here. Good defense by him. Gonna take off with Tebow. Ah, man, Tebow feels like a little bit stiff today. You know, I was kind of hoping he would, you know, make somebody miss there. I feel like throughout this season, I've been able to make like people miss without juking, but sadly right there we couldn't. But Chris Rainey able to get 7. That's a big thing about having a nice running back like Chris Rainey. Obviously we have Jeff Dumps too. I do play Jeff Dumps a little bit more at wide receiver though, just because I feel like I need to get both of these guys on the field. All right, just playing standard defense here. Man, that's actually a good play right there. That is a stemmed up curl route. That's a really good play right there. I did see that a little bit more in Madden this year. I don't see it a ton in CFB, but it is actually one of like the best stem routes you can potentially use. Right there, Cam Newton's gonna take off. You know, that's one of the things I feel like I kind of have to live with. You know, Cam Newton is 99 speed. If he's not 99 speed, he is very fast. He's one of the most elusive, well, not elusive, but one of the best rushing quarterbacks of all time at the college level. So, you know, if he's going to have a good rushing play like that, I just got to live with it and move on to the next play. As I'm saying all this, though, I think we're about 3 plays ahead, though. because this is more what I was remembering from him. Just the hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I kid you not, you guys are probably seeing this all unedited right now. If you guys are like watching this on YouTube, right? Typically we edit in between plays, but you know, he's just running hurry up. I just haven't had a time to take a break to say something else. And I'm gonna come down with my safety right here. Perfect. Blow it up and get ready, boys. Hurry up's coming. Yep. Oh my gosh, man. All right. I gotta burn a timeout. I hate burning a timeout right there, but I just have to set up my defense right. All right, boys, can finally take a little bit of a breath there. Obviously, that was quite the sequence, to say the least. He is actually passing here. And he's gonna pass right at Joe Hayden. All right, next play, boys. All right, boys, I don't even know what happened on that last play. He got the first down. He just ran a little bit of an inside zone, and that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. We move on to the next play here, boys. Yeah, no RPO flat as of right now. Yeah, no RPO flat. I'm going to bail right there. Oh, wow. And Cam just made me look like an idiot right there. I mean, honestly, nonetheless, like, just good drive by him. Obviously, he had that kind of crazy tip play, but, you know, he has been playing good enough offense to potentially get a touchdown. Got to just keep scoring myself. A little bit more. All right, we are just gonna run here again with Chris Rainey. I do kind of want to make this last drive is the biggest thing, and even though that we weren't able to pick up a ton of yards, just killing clock there was kind of all. All right, 3rd and 5. I'm gonna keep going back. He hasn't really stopped this one concept. Throwing it out to Jeff Demps, and wow, I was hoping to get a little bit better run after catch there. I mean, I like this play, but I really don't know what to expect here. Okay, perfect. We'll just take our underneath route right there. That's actually something that's kind of smart from him. A lot of times, people will almost have like that different style of defense on those big downs. It's definitely very difficult to figure out what exactly somebody wants to do from a certain style of defense, and wow, we just get screamed at. All right, and he's actually sending a lot of pressure at us right now. I just try to get the ball out quick here. Make this a 4th and manageable. All right, get the block. Come on, get the block. Cut inside. All right, I mean, I'll take that. We did get what we wanted, just a 4th and manageable there. We gotta check it down right there to Jeff Demps, and wow, they actually say we do get a first down. Man, I really didn't have anything there. Just back-to-back drags, actually, and somehow we're just barely able to get the first down. I want to get the snap off as quick as possible. If I was him, I actually might have challenged that. And wow, just like that, Chris Rainey is able to get out for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And the best thing about this situation that we're currently in, we gotta give him enough time to also mess up. I know he could potentially get points off of this. You know, it's enough time where he could potentially just make a mistake. He is actually gonna go hurry up trips here. Gotta make sure I back all my guys off. Nothing really open. And then again, that's fine. That's fine. I gotta just stay back with my user and guard everything deep. Again, staying back with my user. Even this, I mean, it's not great, right? I'd obviously like a sack there, but I feel like I just kind of have to live with that one. And again, fine with this, fine with this. Just come up, make a tackle. All right, a little bit more of this motion running back out action. Something that people like to do in other offenses, don't really see it a ton in this offense though, is that whenever he goes turbo, he's really limited to so many things he can call. Basically means I'm just going to sell out for the RPO every single time. Chilling kind of my regular defense here. Hayden, knockout. Oh, come on, Joe. Oh, man, I have a 3 rec there too. Typically 3 recs play like underneath a little bit better, but not there. He's actually going to go to turbo here again. Just sell out for this. Kind of just hope somebody else makes a tackle, and even that, like, I'm so fine with that. He's actually going back to another run play here too, and yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like whenever he's gone to hurry up this game, he's just caused me a lot more issues on defense. I gotta be ready just for hurry up every single play. Right there, good defense by us. All right, probably the first time that entire drive we did play good defense, and this guy ran hurry up at a rate like really nobody else that I have played this year. It's obviously just some people's play style. Right there, come on, just short. Thank you. That's fine. Short, big 3rd down. He's not going to go turbo here. I'm also going to make sure I spy here. We got to spy on this play. I don't think he's going to run. Yep, no run. His cam is dead too. Actually, fun fact. His cam is dead. I thought there for a half a second that Brandon Spikes with Platinum Aftershock might have made a hit, and he did. That's going to be huge for the rest of the game to keep an eye on. Ooh, man, I thought I might have had Percy with the Platinum takeoff right there. All right, we are going to try to manage the clock here a little bit too. I know it's only an 11-point game, and still a lot of time left in the third. But I also just, man, I don't have anything, and I just take a safety. All right, wow. So you guys are actually going to see Cam Newton is not going to be in this game. I don't even know who his backup quarterback is. I'll be honest, we did not edit a bunch of backup quarterbacks in this dynasty. That's right there, pick. There we go. Oh my gosh, Cam Newton comes out of the game after the Brandon shots after spike hit, and we're able to get a pick just like that. All right, and I should be running the ball right here, but I actually want to kind of stay in a groove passing. I never just like to come out and just like be automatically running the ball. All right, just barely able to get the first touchdown. We will probably end up going for 2 here as, oh my gosh. I mean, this pressure has just been nuts, but Tebow makes a play, man. Good stuff, Tim. All right, gonna try to go up 17 right here. I do personally think if you're ever in this spot, you always go for it instead of kick. I don't think kicking is necessarily a horrible decision. I also just like the play I have. And Aaron Hernandez, Platinum sure hands, able to make that grab. All right, cover 4 here. Good switch stick by us. Good defense all around. Wow, it looks like, I mean, I think he is actually going to have to go the rest of this way without Cam. Honestly, crazy unfortunate for him. I do have Brandon Spikes as my looper too, specifically to try to make some type of crazy plays happen. To essentially just eliminate players from the game. Now, he is going to go turbo. We know what that means. He's going to throw the RPO flat here. Just stay out here, and again, that's fine with me. Oh my gosh, and this quarterback, oh my gosh, he also got hit by spikes too. All right, kind of messed up my defense here, not gonna lie. He's gonna be able to have his check down wide open. If you guys saw my defense on that play, that is fine. Hate it. We're just gonna go for the swat right here. Perfect. I don't even care about pick, just swat, nothing crazy. Just KO, perfect. Again, just another KO. Oh my god. I mean, I would like a pick from somebody, but that's also okay. All right. I mean, I feel like another drop pick right there, but again, not gonna complain over it. All right, boys, we are in a good spot. We're just gonna try to run some clock right here. Well, actually, I'm not gonna see you guys after this play. Now I will see you guys after this play. Whew. All right, again, boys, we are just in our 2-minute offense. I think this game really changed once Cam was out. Once Cam was out, this game just entirely flipped on its head. We are actually going to run the ball here again. Just try to bounce out to the outside a little bit. And Chris Rainey, again, able to have a huge gain right there. All right, just again, letting clock continue to tick here. Running here again. Oh, I think this is Brandon James. I think Brandon James sneaked onto the field for a play there. All right, first down here. I'm not going to say ends it, but man, I would have liked the first down right there. All right, boys, we're actually going to pass right here. I mean, as great as it would be to run the ball. It also, man, come on, Tebow. It doesn't really change a ton. I mean, I feel like kicking there really doesn't do a ton for us. He still has to get 3 scores in under 2 minutes, so we should be in a fine spot. All right, check down from him, and at this point, we're more than fine with that. Again, we will let him have that all of this drive. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, obviously I don't want him to score this easily. And there we have it, boys. I think that one is going to be the clincher. Man, a little bit of an overthrow from him. GG's to my guy, Luke. Obviously played this guy earlier in the season, too. He's actually just going to go ahead and tap here. But that's going to go ahead and put us into the semifinals against Oregon. Again, I'll quickly show you guys the stats over this game. Obviously, he ended up quitting, so it's just going to take me half a second here. Oh, there it is. Fireworks. Quarterfinal playoff game winner. Pretty cool. I actually didn't know that was even something that was a thing in this game. Box score right here for all of you guys that obviously do like stats here too. 26 rushes for 100 yards. Honestly, not even that efficient of a day, but we were just able to have a lot of consistent gains, and I think that was the biggest thing. Don't know what's happened here. I was not 0 for 11 passing, but nonetheless, 2 of 6 on third down, 2 of 3 on fourth down, excuse me. That fourth down that we did get at the end, kind of like at the end of the second half, was big time. Biggest thing, no turnovers for us, 2 turnovers for him. But with that being said though, boys, we are into the semifinals. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. If you guys like these Florida Dynasty players, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If there aren't enough likes on these videos, I will continue to upload season 2. At this point, I really do only plan to upload season 1. But if you guys like this, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all next time.